All right. Welcome back to Wine and Waivers, everyone.
What's up? Welcome back, bitches.
Sorry again about last week. As we said before, we live in Florida and we had a hurricane issue. And I had to get out of town. I had a wedding up in Martha's Vineyard that I had to get the fuck out of town for. So I had to peace out ASAP. And
She ditched us.
Yeah, I was like, sorry guys, can't do it. But I hope everyone's first week went well. Hopefully you didn't have to have a whole lot of waiver wire pickups going into week one.
If you did, then your picking sucked to begin with.
Yeah, really.
Fair.
You probably didn't have much to choose from when you went into when you went into week one. But honestly, if you did pick up off the waiver wire, you actually probably got probably did better than everyone with their starters.
Honestly, like
because I feel like week one was not
normal,
not too hot.
Interesting.
Explicit. Give me some of that wine and waivers. Explicit podcast.
And I am just here for the booze. No, I'm just kidding.
I think we all are.
So I hope that you guys had a good week, and going into week two here, hopefully we can give you guys some help, some good options to pick up off the waiver wire if you are in need.
Yeah, so as you guys know from last week, we have our hot word of the week. So every time this word is said, we get a little more crunk. So our hot word of the week this week is brown.
Or browns.
Yeah, so any variation of the word.
There's a lot of them out
there.
A lot of brown going on.
Anytime the word brown is said, we must all drink. So.
And if you guys are curious what the bitches are drinking tonight, so our friend Tanya here, she got us this delicious.
It is delicious.
Cabernet Franc that she got up in Michigan. It's from Mari Vineyards, and I'm a little bit disappointed in the alcohol percentage of this bitch because it's only 12.9, which I expect a little higher from my my wine connoisseur friend.
Look, you're right. When I'm buying my own wine at the store, I'm looking at the alcohol percentage. But when you go to a vineyard.
Yo, I'm still looking at the alcohol percentage.
Yeah, you're doing a tasting. It tastes good.
It is really good.
And I'm just like, you know what?
I always have to look at the alcohol percentage with the price, because I'm like, if I'm paying $30 for this and it's only 11%, I'm definitely not buying.
You're gonna be disappointed in the price versus percentage.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what was it, like 40?
What?
We have to. Was it like $40?
It wasn't quite 40. I think
it was $38.
I was going between two of them, and one of them was 35. One of them was 38. So I mean, it's $3.
Ooh, that was a good guess on my part.
It is really good though. So it's like it's a dry wine. So when you taste it, it's dry, but it doesn't. It's not like it doesn't have that bite. You know,
as these guys
doesn't make you dehydrated.
Yeah, as I said before the show, it's not one that'll make you dehydrated, which is total bullshit. Any wine's gonna make you dehydrated.
It doesn't make your tongue feel
right away.
But you don't have a fuzzy tongue, I guess, is what they're getting at. And then our white wine. So I know last time we did a California wine, but I'm going to do another California wine just because they have so many good ones to choose from. This one was from a winery called Shady Brook Estate, which was a pretty cool place. They actually do like horseback riding tours through the vineyard, which I also did when I was out there visiting.
What?
Yeah. It was really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And actually this girl that I know is there right now at the Shady Brook Estate. And
like right this second?
Yeah, literally. Like I was just creeping on her.
Oh yeah, and they're 3 hours behind us.
Yeah.
It's like 8.
Yeah, until she did this.
Ready for bed.
Yeah. But this is I'm definitely gonna screw this up. A Platine Blanc, a Napa Valley white wine. But this bitch is 15.6%. So
yeah.
Yeah, so, and to be honest, I don't remember how much it was. I'm sure it was an ass load.
I'm surprised you bought a white wine.
I mean, listen.
She looked at the percentage and was like, I get it.
Yeah, well, I wanted to, give everything a fair chance out there, and it was one of my favorite whites, if that's saying anything, since you guys know that I don't like white wine.
Did you try it when you were out there?
Hell yeah, girl.
Okay, good.
I would have just like randomly bought it.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't have.
Yeah, fuck no.
Okay, so you can just verify for everybody.
So
that
if
it's
you are more of a dry red drinker, you will probably like this one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're a sweet wine drinker, we need to know this because we're not going to just go out and like buy a sweet wine to try for us because we don't.
Yeah, we need help with this, y'all.
Yeah, we don't want the headache. We don't want the hangover. And I know,
like, tell us.
I know a lot of our listeners actually like. I know, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but I know some of our listeners actually don't even follow football. Like, I've had people personally reach out and say, I don't even listen or care about football. But I like,
wine.
Yeah, but they like that we talk about wine.
Oh,
so
awesome.
if you guys have suggestions for wine that you want us to talk about, or if you have, like I said, you want to, if you want us to do, like, a couple sweet recommendations, just let us know so we can.
I will try anything.
So we can hit that for you.
I will try anything also, however, I have yet to meet a white wine that's going to make me pick it over a red wine. So
yeah, I will say though.
Accept that challenge as you will.
I will say though, so I actually moved to Florida from upstate New York, and they have up there the Niagara grape, which is actually a sweeter white grape, which Karlee is actually from upstate New York area as well.
Florida girl, yeah.
And we can definitely vouch that even though we're not sweet white drinkers at all, like. That wine is actually super good. So
very good ones.
maybe we can actually find one that we can like bring on the show and tell people about.
I kind of want to make a trip up there probably in the fall. So maybe I'll go get something and.
Yeah, which we're just gonna tell you guys, if you've never been up to like upstate New York, I mean, there's not really much that you want to go there for. It
was named #1 wine spot in the country.
Their
the
wineries are the shit, and going in the fall is the best time to go. Do a wine tour, do the whole damn thing. It will for sure be worth it.
Yeah, get a bus or a limo, something along those lines.
Even with Mari's Vineyard when I was up there, they do like the summer solstice thing. Like I went, not this year, but the year prior, I was up there and we did like the whole tour down in the wine caves and everything, and they have this huge like really cool opening in the ceiling of the cave that they really only open it during the summer solstice. And I don't remember exactly what happens, but Bobby's stepmom went to it this year, and she was like, it was the most amazing thing ever. They like open it.
Oh, that's the shit where there's like the lights or something in there, right?
like it's slightly open. It's hard to explain.
Like wait,
like those lights.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Wait, isn't the summer solstice different? I feel like you're talking about the northern lights.
No, I'm not talking about the northern lights. I know what the northern lights are.
Well, then I don't know what anything is.
No, the summer solstice is like, I think that's like the longest day of the year.
It's the longest, yeah.
So what's that to do with lights then? I was thinking of the
sun. The sun comes in.
Oh, I was definitely thinking of the northern lights.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I went off on a tangent, and it's hard to explain
no.
without knowing what it looks like, so I'm gonna stop.
And all right.
Yeah. So just so everybody knows, we do our recordings on Monday nights. So right now,
if you didn't know that already.
Yeah, I mean, just because we dropped Tuesday, we have to record a night early.
Yeah.
But there are still Monday night games going on right now. So obviously, like
any of us cheering in the background.
Yeah, and also like so our teams are still playing on our own individual leagues. So just be mindful of that. There could be people that still are going to be popping off that we're not going to be mentioning, or that suck, or maybe get injured that we're not going to mention. But
we'll probably mention it like on Instagram or something later on in the week.
Yeah, just check our Instagram for like updates with that.
If you haven't followed us yet, it's at Wine and Waivers.
Thank you, Karlee.
On IG. So I'm just going to say this, that I know we said that you probably wouldn't have a lot of waiver wire pickups going into week 1. If you follow our Instagram, I know that we mentioned a couple of them. And I just want to say that I made a big fucking disaster move by changing my defense out for someone off the waiver wire.
I
did. I had, who did I have? I think I had the Rams, I want to say. I can't remember for sure, but anyways, I ended up picking up the Browns because Karlee, I'm blaming it on Karlee, talked the Browns up so much.
Don't even get me started. started.
I was like, you know what? Baker Mayfield's making this team sound like they've got their shit together. I'm going to give their defense a try. And I feel like actually like their projection wasn't awful. I mean, it wasn't great by any means, but it wasn't.
Say this projections don't mean.
Yeah,
shit.
it wasn't terrible. So I was like, well, I'll give it a chance, and I fucked myself. So I don't know if I know Tanya. You said you had the same issue with your defense.
Yeah,
like major.
I had. So I drafted originally the Tennessee defense, and they were playing the Browns, and Karlee was fucking talking the Browns up so much. I was like, man, what if their offense really does pop off? What if OBJ and Baker go like crazy?
This is what happens when the people in her own podcast take her advice. We get fucked. So
yes, I am very sorry.
Yeah. So I have them on my bench. I didn't drop them completely. I have them on my bench. And I picked up Denver because they're playing Oakland, and we're going to get into this a little bit, but AB's gone, and I figured maybe they'd be a little frazzled, you know? Maybe they'd be a good pick. So I picked them up. I don't know how they're doing yet because they don't play till 10:20 tonight. But I'm going to tell you this. Tennessee got 22 fucking points.
That's a real fucking bitch.
22 for a defense. Okay, and that's not even my worst thing. Like, on my bench
Tanya actually had a really shit week, and I kind of like
I won't even say shit week.
Well, no, I'm saying because she had like all these like people on her bench that popped the fuck off, and like
my bench is full of people that are very unpredictable, and I'm intending on using them mostly for like flex players in the future. But when I tell you this, my bench did better than my actual team. However, I will say though, I'm still doing okay. Like right now, I'm projected to win.
I did not pick up any last minute picks. I was just really, really hoping that
Baker.
I was right about anything that I decided to ride on here.
1.5 batting average over here.
Yeah, she had the entire Browns on her fucking...
you know, usually when I take these risks, it really works out for me, and, you know, I'm really sorry for all the people who put their faith in me this week, but yeah, let's just say that Baker and the Browns did not do much for me this week. I had Tom Brady on my bench. Tom Brady got 25.6 points, and Baker Mayfield got 9.4. So. Oh,
and just so everyone knows, I want to throw this out there again. I know we mentioned it once before, but we are a half PPR league, so I know the points that we might be saying.
They might be a little different.
Yeah, it's probably going to be different than. Or not probably. It might be different depending on what kind of league you're in then, what you're getting for points or what you see for points. So I just want to do a quick mention, just because I know that there were some people that I shared my lineup with, and I got some hate for starting Mark Ingram for Baltimore. And I just want to throw it out there that
killed it.
Yeah.
Baltimore killed it overall, and I know Diane's super happy about it.
Yeah.
He did fucking awesome. So I just want to say for all you Ingram haters out there, suck a dick, because he did amazing. And also, I hope that if anyone listened to my suggestion of picking up Austin Eckler, I hope you're like, thank God I listened to that bitch, because he got a whopping 36.4.
Yeah, Diane, we get it. Everyone listen to Diane and
I'm just
anything that Karlee says here, because
that's such an oversight.
Because clearly everything that Karlee mentions goes to shit. Just kidding. I honestly feel like you guys should still keep some sort of faith in these people that I have mentioned, but yeah, the Ravens
could have just been the matchup, sure.
And I feel like this was just like an off week for all of these players. Like if I'm being
even
honest,
Saquon didn't do much.
Let's talk about that.
Barkley?
Let's talk about all the big name guys that have fucking disappointed.
Okay, Barkley, like, I mean, he didn't do terrible, but he definitely disappointed me. Like,
Barkley's never going to do terrible, but
yeah, but like, okay, so like, I feel like at the very beginning of the game, he did really good, and then
he just kind of
fucking like frizzled out at the end. Let's just like, and then I know
I'll tell you one person who I'm super disappointed.
Who?
Devonta Freeman.
Oh, did he shit?
Yeah, to get
Did he
2.6
shit?
points.
Straight on the field, like a
Huge, right in the
dunk.
middle of the field,
Huge ass
and
dunk.
had Tanya written right on it.
Speaking of shit, we've said Browns like numerous times, and
Did
no
we?
one's been drinking. Yeah, we've been talking about how she had like
Oh,
the Browns
shit.
and all these people,
Now
and
we have to
like.
try
I don't know
our
if I
entire-
really said the
All right, we'll just do a solid 3 chugger and like call it.
Cheers,
Call it good.
bitches.
I'm just chugging the rest of it, honestly.
Tanya's like, she had a rough work day, so she's gonna fucking go slamming hard for all of us.
I'm celebrating
Holy
my
shit.
work day, but
Did you just gag? This wine is so good.
Oh, it went up my nose.
Oh, another one. Actually, speaking of the ones that we kind of mentioned that had a banging week, Lamar Jackson, just throwing that out there. He had a
He did
sick
really well.
week as
Again,
well.
he was.
Baltimore.
I'm very
Again, in Baltimore. I'm just
am-
gonna keep rubbing it all in.
No, for real. Like I feel like everyone on the Baltimore Ravens were
On
underestimated.
it, yeah, they were
were
underestimated,
definitely
but they were on it.
And they fucking killed it. To be honest, so I watch Red Zone mostly for my watching purposes, so I can see everything that's happening. And I'm pretty sure that the Ravens were on.
Are you
when
talking
they
about when
were
they did
playing-
like the recap of all the touchdowns? Like,
No, not even
Oh,
that. So like on
'Cause the
Red
Ravens
Zone,
were like
so
all of
excited for
those.
that for some reason.
I was like all of the Ravens.
if you're not familiar with Red Zone, what Red Zone does is they put on the specific games at the same time that are in the Red Zone. So anyone ready to score, they're gonna post up there.
Even
So
if it's
I
2 or 3 at a time.
exactly, yeah, and
Mhm.
the Ravens were on there so much it was unreal. Like I felt like I was watching.
Karlee felt like a Ravens fan. all of a
Exactly.
sudden.
She
No,
felt like she was just watching the Ravens game, even though she was watching Red
That's
Zone.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like I was watching the entire Ravens game.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of like watching these like sports shows, I don't know if anybody watches. I think it's called like Fantasy Now. It has Matthew Berry on it. If anybody was watching it on Sunday before the game started, you totally have to look this up because he was talking about one of the players and he meant to say deep throws and he said deep throating. Instead of deep throwing, he was like deep throating and just like caught himself and just like carried on so smoothly.
Who was he
but, like,
talking about?
I think it was Mayfield. I think he was talking about Mayfield.
Oh my god! So it was like
I don't remember for
really
sure.
good
I
at
had
deep
like
throws.
deep throws.
But then I was like on Instagram and I saw some random guy that like caught it and like well he must have like had like DVR or something and like played it back and I was like, dude, for anyone that
That's
actually saw that in
amazing,
person,
honestly.
that was fucking awesome. He was probably like,
Shit. And he recovered well though.
He had something.
oh my god, yeah, like he didn't even flinch. I was like,
He had something
That's
on the brain.
professionalism, people.
He's like,
Yeah,
God
he's
damn it!
like-
I haven't been laid in
I
5
haven't been-
weeks.
I would have been cracking up if I caught myself
take
doing
this
that.
dick.
he was like, I haven't been
Down
deep throated in a
that road.
hot minute, so that's like
Hey
all
man,
he's
it
thinking
happens.
about.
It happens, bro. I get it.
Oh, and also speaking of like funny shit. So when I was actually in Martha's Vineyard, this guy that just does like Jaws tours there, his nephew is actually Ryan Suckup, which is the kicker for the Titans. Suckup.
Ryan Suckup.
Suck up. Even better. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who's the kicker for the Titans? And he was actually at the wedding, which not Suckup, but the uncle. And anyways, my uncle is a Titans fan, and I told him about it, and I just got a kick out of this. He said to me, you know, Suckup's out for a few weeks with a weak leg, and not the tripod one.
Yes,
Which I was like, hell yeah.
What's his
that
name?
third leg.
Yeah,
What's your uncle's name?
Uncle Stan.
Uncle Stan.
Comment
Uncle
on it.
Stan.
Hell
killing it.
yes.
Savage.
We
Comment on
love you, Uncle Stan. We need Uncle Stan on the podcast.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
bring
my
him
God.
down
Okay,
here.
so
That's
this
great.
uncle, by the way, he I don't know if he's doing it this year, but he usually has like 40 different fantasy teams, which is
40?
40.
Like 40.
40, which
Yeah,
is
you mentioned him, I think, on the first episode.
insane. I couldn't even believe
That's-
all that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So do you guys have any other like starters that you feel like really shit the bed this week? Or
My whole team
Okay,
shit the bed, honestly.
Karlee, list off your team and just
Okay,
let everybody know.
so-
this is everyone who shit the bed this week.
I took a chance, and I always do it. So this is how I always usually get on top, is I take these chances, and did not work out for me well this year. But can I talk about the fact that Rudolph
Oh, no.
This motherfucker was in the entire time, gave me 0 points.
You know what's weird? 2 years, well, my first year of fantasy, 2 years ago, I had Kyle Rudolph on my team, and he was like one of my best players. And I came in third. I didn't do bad. Like, I'm not saying like he was my best player. Like the rest of my team was shit. But like he was one of my really good players. And I feel like last year he didn't do shit. And then this year, obviously,
I honestly didn't even know who he was.
Oh no, I knew he was a pretty good tight end, but I should have put more faith.
Booty hole.
Well,
she's not even giving him the title of a tight booty hole because
he
doesn't
deserve a tight booty hole.
His booty hole is loose as fuck.
Yeah, he fucking sucks.
He's
and I'm fucking pissed that I didn't. Okay, so I took a chance on the Browns, but I didn't take a chance on Gesicki, and I'm sorry, my love. Gesicki, that I did not play you, because you better bet your fucking ass next week I'm playing you over fucking Rudolph, because the bitch didn't do shit for me.
Dude, you know,
he was in the whole game.
Zach Ertz didn't really do shit for me either. I mean, he did 7.9, which was like okay. I mean, George Kittle only got 9.4, but I just expect more from those guys than that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of our number one guys didn't do shit this week.
And Mike Evans as well. I have him starting. And I know he was like a little bit under the weather this week, but 3.8, like, give me a fucking break. I feel like we've kind of already sounded like we had a lot of drama just because we in our own leagues, like...
We have our own drama.
Had our own drama that we were all like
but there's
crying
some drama
about.
Happening in the NFL.
Yeah.
So we'll quickly go through a little bit of it.
Yeah, come at us, Tanya.
I mean, everybody knows unless you just like completely don't
live under a rock.
Antonio Brown, we all know what's happening with him. You know, he wants more money, wanted his old helmet, just being a total fucking diva all the time.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. Like literally. Oh my God. Actually, you know what's so funny?
You know what's wrong with him? He's old. And
he's not getting deep-throated.
Sucking his dick.
No. So actually what was really funny is this guy made this really valid point on one of those sports shows. He was like, listen, like if I'm going to be like someone that's as good as him, I want to be remembered for my fucking talent and not be remembered for being a drama queen.
Exactly.
And I'm like, whoa, that is like the truest statement
of a drama queen.
Yeah. I was like, that's like the truest statement I've heard in a long time.
But he doesn't care. He cares about money more than anything. Which is fucked up because...
I thought you were going to say, which is fine.
Which is fine. I'm like, sure.
Well, realistically, I'll take as much money as you'll give me, but the fact is, he fucking left a team who was guaranteeing him, what, $30 million?
No.
It was like $90 million.
No, that's Zeke.
Oh. Well, he's another fucking pussy.
No, it was $30 million. I'm almost certain.
Well, either way, it was a lot of money. Like, dude, come on.
And now he's guaranteed what? What did the Patriots give him?
I don't know, dude. 17, 19?
Something.
No, he's only
19
for like a year, right?
Yeah, they gave him a year contract.
But he got like a...
I want to say it's like $12 million.
$9 million.
We might be wrong.
Like signing bonus.
Either way, it's less than 30 fucking million.
It doesn't matter.
Either way, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah. So he went on social media, posted like I think it was the GM, I don't remember, but he posted a letter and said, "Release me, Raiders," like at Raiders. Just
call them.
Just call each other. Don't talk about it behind the scenes, you know?
He's like, I'm gonna put it on IG.
I'm just gonna let every person in the world that fucking follows me on any social media site I want to be released from the Raiders.
I feel like that's the most ballest. Like ballless, ballless list. Like the most ballless thing you could do.
Balls.
Yes, no balls.
I think honestly,
vagina.
The next time I want to break up with a motherfucker is I'm just gonna
tag him.
I'm gonna go on IG and be like, release me.
Release me at
ew.
Release.
Yeah. So anyways, the Raiders granted his wish and released him. Same fucking day, the Patriots pick his ass up.
Which I was super happy about because...
Well, Diane just wants another reason to hate the Patriots.
when AB finally announced he was like, release me, whatever, I did not. I was like, there's no fucking way the Patriots are going to pick him up. Like,
Yeah.
no, we just need someone to keep us.
All right, let's move on from him. I feel like I'm so sick of him.
I'll move on.
Done with Antonio Brown.
All right, well, one person, and we haven't talked about on the podcast yet, really, but we talked about him on our IG story a little bit, was Melvin Gordon. He was kind of like, I mean, a lot of his stuff got kind of swept under the rug after Zeke because like this was so publicized. But essentially, he was doing like the same thing and holding back on money and everything, just due to contract disputes.
Ew.
He's not quite as publicized as Zeke was, but he's doing like essentially the exact same thing. But he didn't get what Zeke got, so he's still not playing.
Which is good news for me because I have Eckler. So
yeah, well, that's why we were. That's why we mentioned Eckler before, and Eckler balled out.
So do you guys not feel the same way as me? So I was talking about this on Saturday. I was like, it's weird that he just like is throwing away this $30 million. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's.
I think
nothing.
It's like a principle type thing. Like he just like wants to make a statement.
But like it's like
everybody wants to make a statement.
I could literally.
I'm just saying he really.
Okay, so this leads me into a really good point. So there's right and wrong ways to do this. So a right way to do this is Julio Jones.
Yeah, he's been. Super
I had no idea that he had any sort of contract negotiations happening, and I drafted him in our other league.
Oh my god,
like,
yes, he is.
So okay, and to put it in perspective, I have never. This is like unheard of to me. Maybe it's happened before, but to me, this is unheard of.
Unheard
That when I drafted him, I saw that he was like questionable, and I was like, "What the heck?" So I went in and I looked at it. I was like, "Oh shit, he might not play this week." So I was like doing a little more research, and then on Saturday, I heard that he actually finally signed a 3-year extension with the Falcons. $66 million. $64 million of that is guaranteed. Like what was that? Like 97% guaranteed money off your contract.
That's respectable.
That's how you fucking do it.
I'm here for it.
A couple of injuries that happened this week. Wow, that was some deep lightning right there.
Ooh,
Jesus!
Part of Florida. With
if you guys don't know, Tampa St. Pete area is the capital of
lightning.
Is the lightning capital of the world or something like that.
Of the world, yeah.
And it's happening right outside our window.
Yeah,
So if we lose our shit,
sorry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess you guys wouldn't know. We'll still be here in the dark.
But
yeah.
We'll be here by candlelight.
We'll just be dark.
Exactly. I just want to run through really quick some injuries that happened this week.
Very important, guys. Listen the fuck up.
Yeah.
In case you're driving and you're zoning out, listen up.
It's going to coincide with who we're going to talk about for pickups, for waiver wire picks. So, number 1, Nick Foles. He broke his left clavicle within the first quarter of the game, which...
These bitches need some more calcium or whatever the hell.
What?
Calcium.
Yeah.
I just feel like people are breaking bones left and right.
That's all.
Yeah,
I've never broken a bone in my life, but then again,
he didn't need to undergo the surgery he just had today. He just needed to drink milk.
Before we go into depth of these, I think everyone needs to take a pen and a piece of paper down if they're actually going to take these picks up because...
Well, we're not there yet, but we will be.
No, I feel like what you're saying is...
We're going to talk about it.
Everyone get your pen and paper ready.
Pen and paper, bitch.
What the fuck, Karlee? What do you think these people are living in like the game?
Down.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck ready.
So Nick Foles got hurt really bad. He's probably going to be out for a while. So we're going to talk a little bit more about who we could possibly pick up in his place when we get into the waiver wire pickups. Number 2, Tyreek Hill. He also got hurt. He was hospitalized for a collarbone shoulder injury. He's probably going to be out for the next couple weeks, although surgery is not required. Like, it's not going to be like that big of a deal, but he is most likely going to be out for a couple of weeks. And just so everybody knows, that's why Sammy Watkins balled out. Got me 43 points on my bench.
Yeah, he's so unpredictable, though.
I was so salty.
He's super
so salty about it.
Honestly, I gave up halfway through this Sunday because I was like,
Yeah, but there's a few other people that we can talk about on the waiver wires for him as well. Joe Mixon also had, for my starting running back, he got hurt in the middle, or not even in the middle, in the beginning of the game with a right ankle injury. We don't know exactly how serious it is yet. He might still play next week, but again, just in case, we're going to give you a couple options for that. And then last but not least, Karlee.
A Baker.
No, not Baker.
What
that
the
was
bitch?
no. He has
He's
bruises
not injured.
on his. He has bruises on his wrist.
Bruised.
Oh
He
my
is
God.
questionable.
I'm not even giving him the time
Lord
of day
have
in
mercy
the
on
injury
these guys.
list, Karlee. Sterling Shepard.
Oh my baby.
He has a concussion. I don't know anything else, but
Karlee had a concussion and she bounced right back from
Yeah,
it. So
exactly.
This bitch can bounce back.
My
You guys
ass
will be fine.
hit that concrete.
Oh
and
god, it bounced.
All right, so going into that, we want to kind of quickly here. Sorry, this episode's going to be a little bit long, probably. Just we had a lot to catch up on from missing a week, but we're going to go through our waiver wire pickups. I'm going to start it off with a running back that I'm going to suggest picking up off the waiver wire. I know I've got my eyes on him 100%. Is actually, I lied. I don't have my eyes on him. Oh, I slightly did. Well, no, I slightly do. I don't really need
lying to the people.
Well, no, I don't really need a running back, but I do have my eyes on him slightly. So this is Malcolm Brown, and he plays for the Rams, and I know a lot of you Gurley fans that I know Gurley, got picked up for sure. So I'm sure you guys were kind of watching this guy, this Malcolm Brown, and he actually, split a lot of the carries with Gurley this week.
A lot of the carries.
Against the Panthers.
He did not do shit.
Yeah, and I guess he's been kind of like nursing a knee injury as well. So just kind of like depending on how that goes, if he were to have to be out, Brown's most likely going to carry most of the load. I mean, this week, oh yeah, my bad.
I caught it this time, guys. I'm learning.
This week he got 17.3, and I mean, like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, he was a nobody. So that was pretty impressive to see for him. So with knowing Gurley's knee injury, issues, definitely keep an eye out for him. They're going to be playing the Saints this week. So, and going into week 2. So keep an eye on him.
I want to talk about Giovanni Bernard because he is Joe Mixon's backup.
I had him last year, and he actually did pretty good for me.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Mixon, obviously we don't know, like I just said, if he's going to be out again, but even if he is in, he might be, limited a little bit.
Yeah, I picked him up off the waiver wire last year, and I loved him. I mean...
Well, for at least a week or two.
Yeah, for at least 1 week I loved him, so I'm just saying it wasn't like a terrible choice.
Always keep
But if you do have Joe Mixon, just keep...
Sure.
Yeah, if you have Joe Mixon, chances are Giovanni Bernard isn't going to be picked, like, on the waiting list for waiver wires. Right. So just keep an eye on him. And if by, Saturday, I don't think they're playing Thursday, right? They'll put out a report and let you know if Joe Mixon is planning on playing. And so you can just kind of keep an eye on Giovanni Bernard just in case, because he'll probably be getting a little bit more looks.
Can we
Karlee's hammered. Diane tried to whisper that. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, Karlee's definitely hammered as shit. She keeps ramming like in...
First of all, Diane told me to fucking get hammered.
Karlee, who is your running back?
Yeah, please, Karlee, let's stay on track.
But I was trying to say, okay, you know what? Fuck off. Fine. Okay, so my running backs here, Miles Sanders. You guys are fucking assholes. I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah, you should get fucked up. I wish I was getting fucked up. I need to get fucked down.
Issue, though.
I need to get unfucked.
Like I said before, my running back for the millionth fucking time is Miles Sanders.
This bitch is way too excited about Miles Sanders.
I just remember, unfortunately, Karlee couldn't watch football with Diane and I this week.
Yes.
So
and our squad,
but she was texting us, and I just remember one specific text message from Karlee, all caps.
He had like one measly play.
All caps. Miles! And we're just like, girl, he just got like 2.5 points.
Okay. Okay.
Karlee, if you were on... Listen, if it was the opposite way, you'd be like, dude, that's hilarious.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I
No, I get it. But... Come on now.
No, but I do have faith in him, for sure.
For a fucking rookie, he is killing it. He's doing well.
I mean, I'm not against him.
I agree with her. I think he's going to pop off.
I think he's going to do well.
You got another one?
Devin Singletary. How do you guys feel about him?
I don't think his first name is Devin.
It doesn't sound right, is it?
Is his name Devin?
Yeah. Devin Singletary.
Okay.
I'm down with that name. Listen, my first
That's
person in
actually one of my
kindergarten's name was
favorite boy
Devin,
names.
so Devin's a good name in my book.
You guys don't want to hear about my Devin stories, but
Tell us real quick, but you got 30 seconds. And it better be interesting. It better be better than mine.
Oh, we're cutting it out.
We got the sugar daddy, fucking lawyer ass Devin.
Oh shit, but this guy isn't a guy from the past. This is like someone that was like very
recent.
Now, honestly, he might still be on the roster.
Karlee, like this bitch, she's got like I don't want to make it sound like multiple guys, but she's like got like a handful, and like
guys,
she's
I'm
like
single. What am I supposed to do?
This guy hasn't talked to me in
Diane
2 weeks,
and I
and thank
forgot what
God.
it's like to be single.
We're like, oh my God, if someone didn't talk to me for 2 weeks, I'd be devastated. She's like, oh, I'm hoping you never text me again. And then there's other guys where it's like, oh yeah, so he just said this and this, and I'm like, wait, this guy's still a thing? Like, I thought he fucking died off like fucking a month ago. She's like, oh no, we still talk every day.
Being single is a very
and then she's got her like eyes on these prospects, and she's like, we have never talked, but I feel really good about our relationship.
We're
getting married. And I'm like, okay, bitch.
Whatever.
I know, that is the best though, and it just doesn't fucking matter.
It's honestly not the best.
I mean,
it's not the best
it
from like
isn't,
an
it
inside
isn't.
perspective from where me and Diane are watching. We're just like, this is
like it's
entertainment
funny
right
for
here.
us. It's like entertaining. I'm
I
like,
got this.
do it, girl.
I got the single prospect for us all, and I will do it for all of you guys. But yeah, Devin Singletary, he's the running back for the Bills. And they're playing the Giants this week, so I think honestly he can put up some pretty good points for y'all. So keep him
he's another
on
one.
maybe your
We talked about him a little
here.
bit. I think we talked about him on our IG story though.
He was one of the ones that I suggested for a pickup. I mean, he didn't do awful this week. I think he got like 12 points or something.
Yeah, the only other one I would mention would probably be Kyler Murray. If you don't have him,
It's a
He's a
QB.
quarterback.
or if you I'm saying if you don't have a quarterback that's like decent.
Oh, we're just moving on to quarterbacks already. Okay.
I'm just giving
No.
That's fine. Go for it.
My waiver
Talk about
picks
talk
right
them
now.
up. Do it.
Oh, okay.
So
we can go to quarterbacks next.
Yeah, we'll go to quarterbacks. But Singletary, he got 12 points through this week. If anyone gets a fuck, which
Not
actually
bad.
is better than some of the fucking players that we thought would do good.
Dude,
So.
I had Odell,
And he did better.
Robin Hair.
Didn't he do better than him?
No,
he
like 10
got
points.
10
Yeah.
fucking points. So
just saying, you never know. He's a good one to keep an eye on.
exactly.
All right,
Go
so
ahead.
So I guess we're moving on to quarterbacks. How did I say it? Why did I say it like that? Okay, so I went to say QBs, and then I was like quarterbacks, and it was a mixture of the two. Just
all right, well, I don't have any, so you go for it. Mine was Lamar Jackson, but I'm sure he's been taken.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's going to be on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Well, I have one. Gardner Minshew. What a weird name, but we're going to go with it. He's on the Jaguars. Nick Foles, like we said a little bit ago, got hurt. He's his backup, and he actually did really well against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So he got like 17.6 points against them.
Nice.
I mean, that's pretty good for being a backup quarterback.
For being a fucking no one. No, I'm just
against the Chiefs, who are really good. I mean, but yeah, they're playing Houston next week. The only thing I have against him is that unfortunate mustache.
Oh, I love his
Look,
mustache.
He would be such a good-looking guy. He's a good-looking guy.
I think
Anyone
he's
can
cute.
sit on
Just
that
trim it.
mustache, Tanya.
Just trim it.
I think he's cute.
Bobby always tries to pull off a mustache, and I'm just like,
Okay,
no.
that's because Bobby's mustaches go from his fucking nostrils to his earlobes, and it's like,
He has
okay,
a caterpillar across that face.
Ugh.
Bobby,
let's
case
just talk
Bobby
about the
can
fact
grow
that-
hair like nobody's business.
All right. Well, I don't have a quarterback, so
Well, let's go to wide receivers then, because we skipped that one.
Yeah.
Because Karlee got a little overzealous over there.
I just got really excited.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right, so I'm going to go back to Ravens again. Marquise Brown looked really... Oh, shit.
Ooh, did you guys know that he was AB's cousin?
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
Cousin?
Yeah,
Look,
he's...
Brown is a oh shit.
Oh, well, we're drinking again.
Is a very
It sounded
common
like I just-
last name.
It just
so.
sounded like I kissed someone's asshole and my
he's-
mouth came off of
It's
it.
literally
He's
the name.
AB's cousin, and his middle name is Hollywood.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Isn't that
and
cool?
Do they call him Hollywood?
I mean, he was like...
a lot of people do.
They
yeah.
better.
He got some
Yeah.
Hollywood ass attention this week. He did so good. I mean, He literally got 28.7.
He's got it in his genes, you know.
Points this
Well, hopefully
week.
that's the only part he has in
I mean,
his
it was
genes,
against-
because if he has the arrogance of his cousin, I'm going to be
hope
pissed.
he doesn't act like him.
I mean, so this week was against Miami, but I'm saying they're playing the Cardinals next week, so I feel like
that's a viable pick.
I 1,000% am watching this one, trying to pick him up. So don't you bitches do it. I want him.
Depends on
For sure. So, anyways, he's my number one pickup. A second one that I have is Jamison Crowder. He plays for the Jets. He got 17.3 against the Bills this week. And next week he has a matchup against the Browns, which, speaking from what we've seen from the Browns, it's not looking like too much has changed from typical Browns bullshit.
Unfortunate.
So they also, the other wide receiver for the Jets is that Robbie Anderson guy, which I don't know if you guys have seen his picture on
he looks he looks like Helga from Hair.
Yeah, dude, he looks like a fucking hot mess with that hair. Like, it is like.
That's Stoop Kid.
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's
I'm standing behind Helga going,
yeah. What's his name? It's not Stoop Kid. It's the other one.
Anyways, yeah, you recognize this guy. It's this guy that's got like a fucking 5-point spiked shit coming off of his head.
Yeah.
That's fucking Robbie Anderson. And apparently that motherfucker. No, he didn't do shit this week. Apparently he's coming off of a lingering calf injury.
What? How do you get a fucking calf injury? Like, you're just lifting up on your toes a little bit too hard, or
straining hard when you're orgasming.
From his calf lips.
Well, fuck! I got really horny and fucked up my calves.
I don't know if that's how that works, Karlee.
Okay, yeah, Karlee, what?
Maybe we've been in relationships too long. We don't know the new positions.
I said that like maybe like you got a calf, maybe you got a calf strain while orgasming, and she takes it to that she was horny.
Horses, so.
She got horny and got a calf injury. So I'm not sure what you're doing when you're just sitting around horny.
Throwing myself out there.
So, anyways, he's the other wide receiver. So Jameson had a much better game. I definitely keep an eye on him. I know, Le'Veon, the running back, gets a lot of carries, but as far as wide receiver, I feel like he's a really hot option. So
I have never heard of this person before. So, I mean, that might just be bad on me. I don't know. His name is John Ross III.
John Ross.
So regal. John Ross III. He plays for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Like an R&B singer.
I love it.
Or a Spanish singer.
No, I wouldn't go
Elaborate.
John Ross are literally the two most American names ever.
Oh.
Anyways. So, I wouldn't say he's AJ Green's backup, but he's definitely looking at more snaps due to AJ Green's injury and not playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, he's a viable option.
Okay.
Wow, that was actually pretty good. I can't do that.
Okay.
He got 31.3 points.
Wow.
Against the Seahawks.
Pretty solid.
Oh.
And they're playing the 49ers this week.
Okay.
Their defense did great this week, but they played Tampa Bay. I think he is a very viable option.
Did you have a wide receiver, Karlee? I don't know that you had one.
No, I did have a wide receiver. What do you mean? I said Hardman.
You didn't say him.
Oh, we didn't get to talk about him?
No.
You skipped right on over him and went to your quarterback.
You go to your quarterback. You were so excited.
Karlee's like on her own fucking mood right now. She's like, fuck this.
All right, Hardman, Kansas City wide receiver. So they're playing Oakland. Honestly, we're just going to talk about anyone in the Oakland or the Kansas City Chiefs.
Karlee, what is the matter with you?
Karlee might be having a stroke, actually. We're trying to pretend like we're not concerned about this.
Because I think she has a medical issue right
red
now.
Wine. So no. Hardman is on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh my God.
And they're playing the Oakland Raiders.
The Oakland Raiders.
She might be fucked up, but that's actually a pretty decent pick. But we're going to go on to tight ends.
It's a great pick. Keep it on your roster.
We're going to go to tight end.
Fuckers.
All right, so once again, I'm going to go back to the Ravens. Mark
Shocker.
Andrews.
I thought we already talked about the tight end.
I almost said Diane because I'm usually yelling at her. Karlee.
Karlee, you
Karlee,
sit the fuck back
up.
until
Okay.
we're ready for you.
My mouth is closed.
Sit back and drink some water, which we don't have any here. But
We don't bring water in the recording room.
Bitch.
oh yeah, you. All right, you keep drinking wine, and we'll get back to you. So, the tight
Just
end
hold for a second.
for the Ravens again. Mark Andrew killed it this week. I'm just saying because Zach Ertz got 7.9, and just to put it in perspective, this motherfucker, Mark Andrew, got 20.8 points. I keep saying Andrew. It's Andrews, Mark Andrews. 20.8 points. Again, I know they're playing Miami, but they're going to be playing the Cardinals this week. So, if you got stuck with a shitty tight end, for sure, consider picking him up because he looked amazing this week.
I have another really good one, I think. I said Goodwin.
Oh my god, you do.
No one has them.
Look, I might be slurring, but my
well,
mental
no one
state
has
is
him
still
on
here.
their waiver wire. If they do, they fucked up.
What? Who? Goodwin? I wasn't saying Goodwin.
Oh.
Oh my god, Karlee.
Another good one is what I meant.
Oh. I'm like, bitch.
Karlee, just sit back.
Karlee, take a nap.
This is a rookie. He plays for the Lions. TJ Hawkinson.
I've never heard of him.
Yes.
Karlee. Okay, so Karlee is the rookie person, so she knows who this is.
Yes.
So he plays for the Detroit Lions. He got 22.1 points in his debut regular season game.
Damn, that's pretty fucking solid.
He's only going up from there. That guy is one
I have
to watch.
high hopes for him, and in fact, don't you bitches go for him because
No, he's
I'm
killing
thinking
it.
about it.
All right, well,
He
you
is
take him. You take him. I'm going to take Marquise Brown.
He is going to go in.
Yeah, and he's playing the Chargers defense this week, so
Oh, he's got.
I think he's good.
Take him. If you have the opportunity to pick that guy up, get him right now.
I actually heard about this, and if my coworker is listening, thank you, Jason. He actually told me about him, and I didn't believe him because Jason, sorry about it, but you're a little hit or miss. You're a little crazy.
No,
Oh my
that guy's
god, you can't say
definitely
that.
I can because I talk shit to his
a
face all the time.
great
It's
pickup.
fine. But this was actually a really good suggestion, and
Yeah,
I
I approve.
highly recommend TJ Hawkinson. So if you can pick him up.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
need a
actually
tight
really
end, because,
glad.
I mean, like we said in our first episode, tight ends, there's like 3
Yeah.
really good ones, and then they kind of fall off.
I was just going to say, I'm really glad that like a couple guys like came out
Yeah.
this week and like
So,
had really good games because that
I
gives
feel
some
like
really
that's
good
a
options.
really, really good viable option. Karlee, are you sleeping?
I'm still here.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my
All
God.
right. Do you have a tight end suggestion or no?
Nah, you took mine, bro.
Oh, I took hers.
That was my fucking go-to tight end.
All right, how about a kicker? I know they're your favorite position.
Yeah, Karlee's probably like, I don't pay attention to kickers at all.
No.
All right, no kicker for. I don't have one either.
I actually did it because, like, I mean, I feel like for kickers, you kind of stick with your kicker until they're on a bye week, and
Okay,
then you're fair game to just pick up off the waiver wire. We don't have any bye weeks this week, I don't think, right?
No.
Pick up a
I think it's not until like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I feel like
if you
kicker.
need one, just pick them up.
But
Yeah, I feel like whatever we're gonna tell you, have just as best luck like picking up off the.
I feel like
waiver wire.
Karlee, like, she's gonna give us so much shit, but like Diane and I, our kickers did really well.
Yeah,
My kicker
fuck
did-
them. For once,
My
their
kicker did
goddamn
better than
kickers
like.
did
My
better
kicker
than,
did-
like, even tight end did.
My
so.
kicker
Yeah.
did 10 times, literally 10 times better than both of my running
It's
backs
like any-
combined.
It's honestly anything that I say, I'm like, I have been proven wrong in this last week, but
I have Greg the Leg Zerling, and he got me 14 points.
yeah, but
Yeah, it's pretty good. I had Tucker who got me 11, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Yeah, when I had fucking Michelle for a running back for the Patriots, which I thought he was supposed to be a pretty good play. He only got 1.4, so fuck me. So anyways, yeah, that's why I said, I mean, I think it's well worth it to pick up a good kicker because they can get you some solid points. But as far as kickers go, I feel like, you know, if you're not happy with who you have, like, we can't really give you any better. It's not like anyone was injured or anything.
The thing
There's
with
no
kickers
bye
is
weeks.
that you just, like, go off the waiver wire. We can't tell you anything better off than what the app is going to give you, honestly.
Exactly.
And then, so for defense, I feel like there's really like one major defense that.
I just said Patriots.
Yeah, that's
what you said too?
The Ravens defense is really good too, but if you don't have that,
but the Ravens defense is not going to be on the waiver wire, I feel like.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the Patriots won't be either after. I know the Patriots are available on ours right now.
I have had plenty of times where I have picked up the Patriots defense off the waiver wire, so it's a definite possibility.
I mean, they have a matchup against the Dolphins, and you see how that ended this week with the Ravens. So I feel like they're a pretty safe bet. Besides that, it's just going to kind of be, matchups. That is going to wrap up our recommendations for the waiver wire for this week. If you have any that we didn't say, feel free to reach out to us. We will be sure to post it on our Instagram. Happy to hear from you.
DMs.
What?
I said slide into those DMs.
Yeah.
That's like
hit us up. We would love to hear
now, right?
Who your pickups are, and then we'll see how they do here in week 2.
Who's the whiner of the week this week?
Fucking me.
Karlee is our whiner of the week this week.
The whiner of the week.
I am the
Karlee,
biggest...
can we share? What was your score?
Guys, 67.5.
And just to kind of put that into perspective, my team isn't even done playing yet, and I have 132.5.
My team is also not done playing yet, and I have 117.5.
Yeah, I
still have 2 people playing.
I do not lose this bad, so let me tell you how awful.
Karlee, defend yourself right now.
I took this awfully, but I will come back. Don't you dare fucking count me out, because I am coming back. I will thank you all for tuning into our podcast today. I do appreciate everyone that tunes in. I am very...
Karlee specifically appreciates everything.
Karlee is specifically very tipsy after today.
No one else gives a fuck but me. Honestly, I'm very sorry that we were not able to be there for you last week. But we are here every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m.
Make sure you follow us, guys, on our social media at Wine and Waivers on Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, Twitter, and we're also on iTunes now, Wine and Waivers.
Finally.
And Spotify and iTunes.
Spotify also. Chug your wine and work the fucking waivers, bitches. Let's go.
Karlee's out. She's done. We're putting Karlee to bed. See you next week, guys. Thanks for tuning in.